Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and this video is a little bittersweet because it is the last official creating video for the big tab bound journal that I'm going to give away. I am going to do one more video that's going to go in the playlist, but it's going to just be the flip through of the full journal. So given that my plan is for that video to drop on the 9th. Now I forgot. Anyway, the point is that I want to give you 2 weeks from when that video drops to finish everything up and catch up and make sure you've watched all of the videos, liked and commented on all of them, subscribed to my YouTube channel, and subscribed to my email list. So that you'll have some time to catch up for those of you who've been following along, if you may have fallen behind or anything like that. So the final deadline to watch all the videos and do everything for the giveaway will be March 23rd, which is this Saturday, and I usually drop videos on Saturdays. So I will need, for those of you who, if you have an email address that doesn't necessarily match your handle on YouTube, I'm going to need you to reach out to me and email me and let me know what your email address is that you've signed up to my email list for, so that I can match you up with your subscription to the email list and get you on the list. I still have to figure out how exactly I'm going to do this. I probably will, maybe what I'll do is I'll film a video for it, and it'll just be maybe that next video after the 23rd. Once I get everybody's names together, I'll just put them in a hat and pull one out on video for you so you can see. But make sure that if your email address is different from what you're going by on YouTube, that you let me know so that I know to keep you in the giveaway, and that then I can reach out to you if you win, right? Although I imagine that if you've taken the trouble to go through every single video here, you'll be watching on tenterhooks when I choose one. So for the last video, we're going to do the cover, which I think will be pretty straightforward here. I'm going to do doors, these big doors that I've been saving all along, and I'm going to put this little deer behind them. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty cool forested background as it is. Oh, this is very thick, so it's going to be very hard to get through. So I might just pop him right onto that that background. And you know, I think I might do, I really liked the way it came out when I did doorknobs on the other set. I like the idea of having that on the cover too. So maybe we'll go ahead and do those. This is fussy because it's like, because I screwed it up. I screwed up the cutting. There's like 4 layers there now, so it's, I don't want to muck it up, but I have to cut some more to get through there. It's hard to see where the cut is once you've got it down. We'll ink up the sides too, and that'll fix it. Fix it right up. Oh my goodness. This is a fiddly process, but I would rather do it well. I want them to come out right, you know? I've spent so much beautiful time with this journal. I don't want to muck up the cover now. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? What a sad, sad story that would be. Okay. Doorknobs. Let's get some kitty brats of a variety that will work. I'll make sure the phone is still recording too. That would be another tragedy, is if you missed part of this because of my stupid phone. But I think I got it sorted now and I should have plenty of room. But I do so many videos now that I have to stay on top of that storage problem. Okay, so if we want to put our doorknobs on, where do we want them to go? Like here? Where did I put them on the other door? Let's find out. Not that one. Okay, so I had them kind of up farther than I was thinking. Should we match it? I had them up like here. That seems tall. I mean, this really technically probably is like the door handle. It's like an Art Nouveau. Let's do that. I think I'm gonna put them on the edges of that, and I think that'll be really cool actually. Jam it through there. Actually, I wonder if I should do this with an crocodile. I've forgotten what my tools are called. Brains engage. Oh, because I put them on top of a little circle because that kind of made them pop a little, which I like. Maybe we should do that again. I had that little circle punch, which is way over there. I have to dig it out of the bucket. I have a huge bucket of craft punches that sits to the side over here in my crafting space, which is really the living room or whatever. I don't know what it is. I think actually this punch is not in here. I think this is the punch I want. My apartment has a weird, like, I guess it's probably technically meant as like an eat-in kitchen, but it's not really a very usable space. It's kind of one of those awkward spaces that you're like, what do I do with this space? You know, like I'm facing the sink, and I'm like practically in the kitchen, but the kitchen has a huge granite countertop thing that divides it from the rest of the room, so it's not really like being in the kitchen. I think that's gonna be cool. Okay, so the problem is what we have to do for this then is a couple of these and glue it all together, and that's gonna need a second to dry. So maybe while that's drying, we can get the little stag over here in place where he needs to go. Yeah? Do we think? And that's a lot of glue. This. Whee! Holy glue. Bananas. And now I'm dripping everywhere too. This guy wants to go free. Little exploding volcano. And then I still don't know exactly what else. Once we've got our stag in here and our doors, I was thinking to put Adventures in the Forest on the top, which I think is probably ultimately where I'll land still. But maybe it's worth experimenting with some other things. And also, I don't know if I just want to put it on there by itself. Like, it's probably going to need some kind of background, but I don't know what that's going to be yet. So let's take a look here. Our cover. Scooch. Scooch, you scooch. But don't get lost. Okay, so yeah, I want these down here like these. So can I reasonably, maybe I can just glue the doors down first and then put the deer in, because he is small. I don't know if I'm going to want to put some. That's weird. They're not really going to flip open all the way. I could put another. Yeah, these are big. That's going to be weird. Okay, so that's troubling. So what we've got to do is give this another layer, I think. And I don't really have to use. Do I have to use green for that? Maybe I can use. Here, we've got something left. Something like this. Is that gonna be? It's not tall enough. I need something taller. Need to. Oh, emergency! My doors don't work. How about this? But it's not, I don't like that. Messing up my doors at the 11th hour. I do something like this, maybe. With this page that's cut funny. I'm gonna make it big though, so that I can fold in half and make it like a, I'm envisioning a accordion. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know why my words aren't working. So that I can glue it on here and it'll have another, if I fold it in half, and then of course I'm gonna cut the ends, but let's see if this is gonna work first. Yeah, because what I want is to be able to glue it on here like this, right? And then it's, or is it the other way? Yeah, it's the other way, because then it'll be able to go like this and it'll have a little lift off there. So let's cut these ends too. And then hopefully that makes our doors work. Oh, why am I doing something so crazy on the cover, you guys? Okay, let's make the other one too. I'm gonna fold it in half. Make sure this works. Right? The way we want it, so that it opens up to give us another layer. And then we'll cut our top and bottom off of this one too. And then let's try gluing this and hope that we've done this okay. I don't have the best spatial capabilities, like imagining the future of paper engineering isn't really my skill set. But I think this is how this should work. It'll give this the bump that it needs to actually flip open. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Right? It goes this way. Let's make sure. Oh, I thought this video was going to be nice and super simple and not very long. And here I am. It's getting longer. That's okay, right? You guys are ready to help me hit that watch time goal. This year, my goal is to get up to 4,000 hours in 365 days so that I can monetize on YouTube. So you are in the middle of helping me hit that goal right now, which is amazing. Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it. Now we're gonna be able to open the doors. It's gonna be a little weird, maybe on the inside. And I might ultimately want to cover that up. But I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, let's do our doorknobs now, since they're they've had a sec to dry, and I want to get those on there before I do anything more with my doors. These things are so little, they're hard to. I do have my crocodile, and I probably should use that. And they're not dry enough for this, really. The Fabri-Tac's still a little squishy. There we go. I just filmed the last video that I posted. The little pockets from Reach and Bella Crafts. I got so much glue on this, you guys. And I had actually accidentally glued one of the little hidden paper clips that was the closure to the top of the pocket, and I had the darndest time. Yeah, when I'm doing this, more glue is coming out. I had the darndest time getting it off, and it actually was kind of good because it made me feel really good about how sticky Fabri-Tac is, and that the pieces that I'm making for sale are probably able to last pretty well, at least in terms of how they're glued together. Okay, let's put these babies together. I'm really starting to think about doing a course too, and maybe something live to start with, like over the course of 3 days, or maybe 5. I haven't totally decided yet. But if that's something you'd be interested in, like, I want to get everybody together, you know, and put us all in a community, probably online, not actually in person, but really to, you know, have some crafting time, sort of face-to-face as online can be. So if that's something you'd be interested in, definitely make sure you're signed up for my email list, because that is where I will talk the most about that when I'm ready to go with it. Oh, I love that. Okay, that is gorge. So I think I am nextly. The hard thing is I can't really get these to stay down and open them to know where they're gonna go. So let's really try this here. That's gonna be, I just need to see how big my opening is in the middle, right? So that I can see if I can put my, yeah, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these doors down, and then I'm gonna create a piece to go inside there over the tops of those what do you call it? These, these little guys. And then I'm gonna put Mr. Stag on top. So I hope this works. I hope it works. And then we also need some twine for that closure. And what will be nice about that is that actually we'll wrap it all the way around the book, and it'll keep the doors closed too. Okay. Oh, this guy. I will say, whoever wins, it's certainly not required, but if you have a way to share, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, or you have your own little YouTube, I would love to see you guys sharing, opening it up when you get it, if you are the winner of this amazing book. I am so pleased with it. How awesome. Oh, I like that I did that extra little bump in there because it really gives it some depth too. With the extra tab. So what I was thinking I would do, will this still open up properly is the question if I do this. I need it like something like this. Let's cut it. Let's see. This is not the easiest thing to do. So let's at least cut it here. And then we'll see that make it a little easier at least. I'm gonna have lost that mark. Okay, cut this, and then I don't need this. And actually, I didn't want that either. So cut that off. Okay, that gives us a start to see, and then we can get closer. Ooh, ooh. I might have cut it just a little too skinny already. So now the question is, because it's gonna be popped up a little bit itself too if I glue it onto those things. It's not really gonna be, but I think that's okay. What do you guys think? I think that's good. And then I can put I can actually make a little scene with my my stag on there. Do I want this to follow this, or do I want to just cut it off? I'm tempted to kind of just cut it off because it's going to be too much pain in the booty to get it right. maybe if I go inside of here and just cut along that tracery that I made, it won't show, but it'll kind of follow the trajectory. And that'll be cool enough. Oops, no, that didn't. I went too low over there. That can go in there like that. No, it doesn't show. Well, it kind of does on that side. If we go down, I think I'm going to cut off just a wee bit of the bottom. And that is going to be good. That's going to be our inside. This is going to be even cooler than I thought. And he can go on there, but he could also get a little something else. So let's see what we have left. I don't know. Those are going to be too big. What can we put in there? I only got all these like big bits. Something like this, maybe. I don't know about that as a, maybe if we add this. Let's do it. And then maybe some words. I was thinking maybe some trees too, if I can find any left. Or some kind of plants would be nice, but I don't know what I have left from the paper pack. I've got a little guy here. I'm gonna just see if this will work. Got an idea. Okay. We got this little guy off the other page. Give him a little fussy cut and maybe make him go here. No, I don't like that. I could cut him, if I cut him closer, if I were better about it, but I don't think I'm gonna like that. Oh well, what else? Trees. I don't think I have much in the way of trees left. Maybe there's something on a tag. I was gonna look for a smaller word or something too. Or a little saying that's in here. Oh, I have castle. But he's kind of the same shape as this guy, so I don't know. I'd have to make a different, totally different thing. This doesn't work. Maybe I like the castle better. I don't know. What about this little guy, but also has that kind of corner, goes in the corner shape. La, la, la. And a door knocker. All right, it might end up just being this guy. Which is okay, I think. It's still gonna be cool. Just where are my other... I definitely had a little pile of the smaller phrases from the 8x8s in here, but they're all hiding from me right now, except for this one that's on it's on cardstock. Maybe that's its way of telling me that it needs to go on there. This is kind of a cool one to have inside of a door. I don't know if it's gonna work with this deer though. What about the castle? I could make it work with the castle. Maybe. Yeah? What do you guys think of that? I like it. I like it. And then here, I'm gonna cut this one out too, and we'll try this one with the deer, because I kind of got a little married to the idea of the stag. But I do want a saying in there too. I don't know who's gonna work with him because he's just so, he takes up so much height and width, both. And I don't want to cover up. I don't want to cover up his beautiful antlers. Maybe I could cover up a little bit of his foot. Put him this way. No. It's just not working. Just not working. So I think we'll do the castle. And that'll be cool because it'll echo the doors within doors, within doors, within doors that's in the rest of the journal. So I like that. And I like this as its kind of inside secret message on the cover. So let's do that. And actually, let's give this some ink too. All around. And I used this white, but I've been using the brown throughout in the journal. So maybe I should, I think it will be wrong though. I don't think it'll work with this set of colors. The white's nice because it gives you a little bit of contrast. Ugh, I'm gonna be sad when this journal's done, you guys. I know it'll mean, ooh, I've got to put this one on first, don't I? Yeah. I just have enjoyed this so much. And this kind of nature-y theme with these greens and browns was really one of my favorites. Maybe I should just go ahead and go right into another like botanical kind of journal. Okay, so that's our interior thing. So that's gonna go right in here, like this. So I'm gonna put glue just on the sides, on the back here, so that I don't get any extra anywhere else. Because that's the only spot we need it to glue. Slide them in. just like that. Up a little bit so the bottom doesn't show. And that's it. What about up above? I was gonna do this one. And actually, that may be the only one that actually fits. I thought I was gonna maybe look at some of these, but I think they're a little too big with where I put the doors. They're not gonna fit. There's not enough air. That one could work, but it's a little iffy. It'd have to be like that, I think. A little top part that goes off. I think my doors are a little crooked. I don't think I did those straight. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I think Adventures in the Forest is what we're gonna go with. And then the question is a little bit of this more or a little bit of some tufty. What's gonna go well? Or should I do it all the way? So that it is coming out both sides. Oh, I'm gonna have little bits of this everywhere. I could do it like that too. That's probably too much. Cut it down. And do like that. I think that's gonna be it, you guys. Final touches. Here we go. We'll just put that in the middle where the glue is fussy. Get glue everywhere. That guy. I'm gonna stand up to see here. Make sure I've got this where I want it. I think that looks good. This guy is really gonna be what holds that other one down because that doesn't really want to stick. Okay. Adventures in the Forest. Waiting for some happy, lucky person. Okay, so let's just then give it a closure. I've got some twine here. I think I'm going to use this one. Just a regular old twine, fairly skinny. So it'll fit around my guys here. So I'm going to do underneath. I don't want to hurt this guy. And tie a knot underneath my top little button guy here, and then let's do two just to be sure before we snip. And then we're gonna go around. Actually, I think we might make an X so that we keep our doors closed. But I don't want to fuss with How weird is that? All right. And then I'm going to come like this, I think. Comes around. I mean, and here's the thing, with a 2-button closure like that, you can do it how you want. I'm just gonna put this with a lot of extra. And if you wanted to cut it down, you could. If you want to go just a figure 8 here like this, you can. It's up to you. I'm just gonna be a little extra about it so that once it's yours, you can use that closure how you like, but this is not really tight enough to hold the doors, is it? Let's see if we can't get it a little bit more tension here. Hold those doors closed, but I don't want to, you know, it's a little fragile, so I don't want to hurt it either. Let's go this way, and this way, and this way. And I don't want to knock that undry glue off either. There. Amazing. What an incredible project this has been. I've loved doing this with you guys. And I hope that whoever wins the giveaway will love it as much as I have. The last video is the flip through, which will be the next video. And then you will have until March 23rd to finish up with the giveaway. So just as a reminder, watch every video in the playlist, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my email list. Let me know if you have an email address that doesn't match your handle on YouTube so that I know who you are. And then I will pull that list together of everybody who has gone through the whole playlist by March 23rd and randomly pull a name out of a hat on video so you can see me do it. And I will send it to that person. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the flip through.